In a rare move, a federal judge rejected a guilty plea from one of the suspects accused in a scheme to steal more than $1 million in public funds. Rosalee Bassi, the mother-in-law of the scheme's mastermind, Willie Demps, was set to admit her role in the plot. Demps and 6 others have already pleaded guilty. WRBL News 3's Chuck Williams was in court. Chuck, what exactly happened?
Teresa, in 2 decades on the bench, Judge Clay Land has rejected less than 5 guilty pleas. It happened today. A lot of it was lost in translation, literally. Bassi is from Cameroon and French is her primary language. There was an interpreter translating the hearing. Multiple times during that hearing, Bassi told the court that she was guilty, but each time she was asked to admit to the elements of the crime, that she knowingly cashed a check or checks given to her by Willie Demps drawn on the clerk's account. She would not or could not do it. At one point, Bassi told the court, "I understand the accusation, but I was used by someone else." That someone was Willie Demps, who worked in the Superior Court clerk's office for nearly 3 decades. He would write checks on the clerk's account and get others to cash them at local banks. Bassi's guilty plea would have meant all of the parties to the crimes would have admitted their guilt. It didn't happen. Eventually, Land said there was no way he could possibly accept a guilty plea without an admission to a crime. He then set a trial date for March 21st. Superior Court Clerk Daniel Forte was trying to process the turn of events.
It was a surprise, definitely a surprise. The only defendant that me and my office are familiar with is Willie Demps. All the other co-defendants I am not at all familiar with at all. So I wish I had an explanation for what happened, but unfortunately I do not.
Bassi's attorney, Pete Temeskin, declined to comment as he walked out of the federal courthouse with his client. Teresa?
All right, thank you, Chuck. Demps, Curtis Porch, Doreen Porch, Terry McBride, LaMarcus Palmer, George Cook, and Samuel Cole have admitted their roles in the conspiracy. They all face sentencing in early June.